Back in 2017, I went on a road trip to the Tabernas Desert, located in Spain, which is considered to be Europe's only desert. In this place, a lot of classic movies like The Good, the Bad and the Ugly or Lawrence of Arabia have been shot, and also episodes from more modern productions like Game of Thrones or Black Mirror were partially made here. Because of that, all movie sets are still placed there, even to this day. However, this exact moment, when we had already left the desert, was the highlight of the trip, and this is how that came to be. A little bit of context needed though. I didn't go on this trip alone. I went there with my friend Alberto, whom I met in my first year of college in Malaga. Quickly, we became friends, as we had common interest in filmmaking and photography, so we started taking trips with no purpose at all, like the one in this movie. The date was December 16th, 2017. We packed our cameras, some food, and went on a road trip to the Tabernas Desert on my old Land Rover Freelander.
Presenting the Freelander from Land Rover, the most well-traveled vehicles on Earth.
As you can see, I really miss that car. Anyway, as we were arriving to the desert, we saw this abandoned movie set from afar, so we decided to park there after a 3-hour drive. The place was pretty cool. It was like a home porch where scenes like this one in The Searchers could have been shot. From there, we could see Fort Bravo in the distance, which is an old and bigger movie set where they now make western themed shows with horses and stunt people and that kind of touristy stuff. But we had our own private movie set, so we had to take advantage of it. We spent a couple of hours there testing my acting skills, hanging around and just taking some photos of the area. After a few hours in the desert, Alberto told me he read about an observatory that wasn't too far from the home porch we were at, so we headed there for the last part of the day. The contrast from the desert was so vast that there was ice in the observatory. We were pretty impressed with the location, as there were no cars or other people around, only us and the observatory. We filmed some pretty cool shots there, watched the sunset over the Tabernas Desert, and then we left home. 2 days after the road trip, we saw some news saying an exoplanet had just been discovered from the Calar Alto Observatory. An exoplanet, according to NASA, which I think is a first source, is any planet beyond our solar system. This is HD 147379b, the exoplanet discovered from Calar Alto, which was important because it was the first one to be discovered from the Iberian Peninsula, ever. After reading the news, we rechecked some of the footage looking for any clues of what happened, and the thing is, while we were there, the observatory was turning around, but we couldn't realize it at that moment, as it was moving pretty slowly. You can even see the dome opening in this shot right here. I would love to say that this is the exact moment when a new exoplanet was being discovered, but sadly I can't verify that. Nonetheless, what I can say is that these were some of the last moments before a new planet was discovered, and we happened to be there a little bit too early.